Say hello to Archaludon, the evolution of Duraludon, releasing the Indigo Disc DLC. And this thing up against physical teams is an absolute beast. Let's go check it out. Alright, so first things first, this Pokemon has crazy versatility. With his base 130 defense stat, paired with its ability Stamina, you can do a lot of setup to take out physical teams with body press. Also on top of that, it has a 125 special attack stat that if you're in the rain and you can start charging up your Electro Shot, you can start taking out Pokemon that don't have too much special defense invested. Its downfall itself is its own special defense as well as its speed. You can give it an assault vest, but I like to run expert belt just so I can take advantage of those special attacking hits. Plus I already had a Pokemon on my team that had the assault vest attached. Either way, once you get this Pokemon set up, it's a powerhouse. So let's go check out the team. So basically this team is a setup for Hydrapple, but we didn't get a chance to get set up with that. The idea is to use skill swap Contrary into Hydrapple, give it Contrary and just go to town with Leaf Storm and Draco Meteor. But since Kevo's team in this battle was more of a physical team, I was able to bring out Archaludon and take advantage of that. And then we got the Amoonguss, Incineroar obviously for disruption as well as, you know, control for his team. And we got the Pelipper there with Drizzle, which is a big heavy hitter, tanky Pokemon, so we could set up for Archaludon's Electro Shot. And that's pretty much the team right there. If you can't get set up with the Malamar Hydrapple, you just bring out Archaludon to do what it does best. This team's downfall is speed control. If I can't get up Trick Room and or Tailwind, the team doesn't really shine as much. So take advantage of Amoonguss' Spore, take advantage of Incineroar's Fake Out, so you can set up moves like Tailwind and or Trick Room. So let's hop right into the battle. Before we hop into it, guys, just please drop a quick like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. It really does let me know I'm doing a good job, and it's free. It's a free way to show support. Let's try to make it to like 20 to 50 likes today. Let's make a little range. If we can make it to 20 to 50, that would be great, and I'll greatly appreciate it. And also, I'm sorry too, I'm super sick right now, so this whole voiceover is gonna make it sound like raspy and coughy and sneezy and gross. It's gonna sound like all the Snow White and Seven Dwarfs pretty much. Alright, so Kevo, he decides to opt in for the Electabuzz and the Love Doctor. So those of you that know me and Kevo knows for a fact that I hate his Electabuzz with a passion. So my goal early on was just try to get rid of this Electabuzz, but I know for a fact I can't because of how tanky it is. So I'm going for the Fake Out on it, and then I don't know what I just chose for Amoonguss. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, yeah, this is what happened. Yeah, he terrestrializes his Enamorus, and I was like, what? It's Stellar Terra-type. So it's kind of scary already. And this thing has Contrary, so it's not good for me. So I go for the Fake Out on the Electabuzz, try to stop it from following me. It goes for Superpower, and I remember now I used Spore on this thing to try to put it to sleep, because I was kind of scared of it. So as you can see, I have every right to be. So it goes for the Superpower, and gets his stats raised, which is unfortunate for me. But I go straight for the Spore just to put it straight to sleep because I don't trust it. I don't like it. It has a weird name. It's Stellar Terra type, and I'm kind of scared of it, I'm not gonna lie. So you put it straight to sleep, and I think from here, I think I was trying to decide what to bring in. I was actually bringing Archaludon, maybe a little bit too early. I can't really set up with Malamar, set up my Hydrapple. I can't really do that, so I decided to just go straight for the Pelipper right here. I believe. I think I was pondering it for a second because I was like, I don't know what they're really going for next, but I went for the Pelipper. And then the Drizzle sets off. And so now the only thing I'm really afraid of is Electabuzz using like an electric move on my Pelipper and like knocking it out way too early. I wanted to save it for later in case my rain ran out. So I decided to try to get as much damage as I could on either one of them. So I tried to go for the Hurricane here on the Love Doctor. And then I also decided to go for Rage Powder to try to like force any like Thunder Punches or Thunderbolts onto my Amoonguss. So luckily for me, the Love Doctor stays asleep, the Love Doctor, and he goes for the Taunt. So there goes my Spore and Rage Powder out the window, and it's kind of upsetting, but I'm already down one support mon, and I can't really afford to lose too many more support mons, or as I like to call them, my Disruptor mon. So that Hurricane does pretty good damage. I decided to go for the clear smog here just so I can get rid of any stat increases just in case it did wake up, and go for that superpower again. But then I thought about it, I was like, well, like I was just saying earlier, I don't have any more support mons, so let me just go ahead and switch out this Amoonguss and like threaten the Electro Shot, which like was the hope. So I go for the Archaludon, and since I'm in the rain, I pull up the threat of Electro Shot, which is the greatest thing about, not the greatest, but one of the cool things about Archaludon is it's so versatile in the rain, and it has like a great move set. So you can give the threat of this Electro Shot, and it wouldn't even matter. So I remember that I went for Surf here, and I was like, look, if I can get a little damage on Archaludon, make it get hit, its stamina would pop off. So I got one defense raise already, so that's good for me. Body press is already starting in the works, right? So I got defense raise, we knock out the Enamorus, and the Electabuzz took a little bit of chip damage. So we're looking pretty good actually. The Follow Me didn't really like affect us too much because of that widespread surf. And he sends out the Frostlass, and I don't really know too much about Frostlass, honestly. I was like, look, I know he also has 9 tails in the back. He's probably gonna try to get rid of my rain since I brought the threat out of Electro Shot. So let's just ignore that completely and go for the Heavy Slam into the Frostlass and just try to knock it out. I know he's probably gonna switch into 9 tails soon, so. And I was also checking all my moves. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna really hit this thing with. Let me just go for the Heavy Slam and try to knock it out, because I was kind of expecting him to switch out and try to set up the Aurora Veil. So here, out comes the 9 tails. Bada bang, bada boom, shiny, beautiful, elegant. Snow Warning sets up, gets rid of my rain, boo-hoo, and the Aurora Veil pops, and now he's just defensively strong. So I go for the Heavy Slam. Does a nice little bit of chunk of damage, like third of its health. And I set up my Tailwind, just so I can, at least, if anything, if I can't hit you hard enough, I'll at least outspeed you. That was my thought with that. So I was deciding here, should I try to just attack with Surf again, maybe? And I was like, nah. So I was trying to, I rolled the dice, went for Hurricane. And I was like, if I landed, that's great. If not, whatever. So yeah, I think I was just being indecisive again here, like I usually am. So I went for Hurricane. Just choose Lamar. Yeah, there you go. Into the 9 tails, bada bang, bada boom. Then I go for the Heavy Slam, and Archaludon outspeeds and smacks the 9 tails, which was amazing. And I was like, thank God I got this thing out the way, because that's the only special attacker, aside from this Frostlass, that I really had to like worry about. And he goes for the Frost Breath on this Pelipper. We take a crit as well, but we eat it, and we're able to get it down to good old-fashioned 1 HP. Of course it survives. It's just my luck. I want to get a double knockout, and this thing somehow survives. But Pelipper's still alive, and we're still looking pretty good. So the Gliscor comes out, and I'm feeling pretty confident at this point. Feeling pretty confident. So I decided to switch on my Pelipper because I want to save him for Drizzle later on to bring out the threat again of the rain. So here comes a Amoonguss, and then at this point I just want to knock out the Frostlass. So I think right here I'll just go for Heavy Slam again. And this is where I made my mistake, right? So I didn't make a mistake. I should have just Terastallized right here and got rid of my my dragon, my steel typing, because I knew that Earthquake was coming in. I was like, even if I do Terastallize, I would outspeed it, the Frostlass, and then knock it out. But I think it worked out in my favor right here that I didn't, because I missed the attack. And then he misses the Frost Breath right here, which kind of worked in my favor. So he goes for the Swords Dance. This thing's trying to set up, and I'm like, oh god. Gliscor trying to set up. It's poison now. This is not good. This is not good. So Poison Hill Gliscor already +2 on its on its attack. And right now I'm trying to figure out, all right, I got one more turn of Tailwind. I probably outspeed the Gliscor. I can't put it to sleep though. So what should I do? So I just decided to just ignore Rage Powder, because I'm like, look, he has Earthquake, so what's the point? I decided to go for the Giga Drain. and the heavy Sam into Frostlass. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have just went Terrasilize right here and went for the breaking swipe, but I was able to knock out the Frostlass, and then here comes the good old-fashioned Earthquake, I believe, right here. Yeah, it goes for Earthquake. So if I would have Terrasilized, I would have took a lot less damage than I did just now, but I'm still around. So we're +2 on defense. I do a little bit of chip damage on Giga Drain. Realized I wasn't going to not do too much. But now I can't put this thing to sleep, and Rage Powder's kind of used to this since he's using Earthquake. So I'm in a weird position where like my Tailwind just went out, where I'm trying to figure out like, all right, this thing definitely outspeeds. Here comes this stinking Electabuzz. And he has Aurora Veil up, so his defenses are looking solid. So I think my goal here was just to knock out the Electabuzz, just to get rid of it. I was tempted to use the Rage Powder, and I was like, nah, what's the point? Clear Smog didn't really make sense on the Gliscor just yet, because Electabuzz is probably just going to use Follow Me. So I was like, look, I mean, let me try for the Giga Drain maybe, or the Clear Smog. You can tell that I'm just like constantly, I think I went for the Giga Drain. Yeah, Giga Drain right here into Electabuzz. And then I think I went for Body Press because I was +2 on defense on the Electabuzz. I was like, if anything, I can do some good damage with that, right? And he Terrastalizes right here. Well, I Terrastilize right here into Dragon type. And I'm like, I'm getting rid of any other type of like ground type weakness. That way I can just take any more of his Earthquakes. And I Terrastilize right here. And then he goes for Follow Me, which is what was expected. And yeah, he goes for the stinking Swords Dance. So now he's +4, I believe. I go into the Body Press, does okay damage. And of course I get electrocuted, get static, pops off, I get paralyzed, and then I go for the Giga Drain. It's still not enough. That Aurora Veil is OP. Aurora Veil needs to be nerfed. It needs to be nerfed. So the snow finally stops. I don't think at this point it matters because Aurora Veil is still standing. And this Gliscor is barely taking any damage. From here, I was thinking either I can Clear Smog the Gliscor and just let my Archaludon do the rest of the work. And this is where I should have did this a lot sooner with was Break and Swipe, like way earlier. So he goes for the Follow Me, and I think the Gliscor still outspeeds. He goes for Facade on my Amoonguss, and that just decimates it. I think he's +4 in attack, knocks out my Amoonguss, and then I go for Break and Swipe right here. Now this is what I didn't realize. Break and Swipe drops your opponent's attack every single time. It's not like a chance. It's always a drop on attack. So I could have been countering his Swords Dance the entire time of Break and Swipe and chipping away at his other Pokemon, like the Frostlass, and just like knocked it out, and then could have been in a lot better shape. But he sends out his cleanup crew, his Snorlax. I send out my Pelipper to bring out the threat again of Electroshock. Just gotta threaten it, you know what I'm saying? Who knows if I'm gonna use it or not? Who knows? So right here, I decide to go for the Surf. I know he's gonna knock out my Pelipper, and then I also decide to go for Body Press on Cleanup Crew. So I know he's gonna outspeed. Bada bang, bada boom, knock out Pelipper. He was afraid of the Tailwind, I'm assuming. And then he goes for High Horsepower on my Archaludon. We eat that. That's cookie. So now we're +3 on defense, on stamina. Body Press is going to do substantial damage. Bada bang, bada boom. We knocked that thing out clean. It's amazing. Don't sleep on Archaludon, man. Archaludon is the GOAT. At this point, I was thinking, like, why is my Archaludon still in the match? There's no way this Archaludon should still be in the match. So he brings out the Malamar, and this is Kevo's time to start stalling the best way he can. So I go for Trick Room, so I can outspeed him, and then we're gonna go for Break and Swipe. I think right now he's at +3 on his attack, so I decided to start whittling away his attack stat with that. Take him down to +2 right here. Bada bang, bada boom. Attack falls, and then I set up Trick Room, so now we outspeeds, knocking. I got more options. Poison Hill kicks off, and I think at this point I'm just gonna fast forward the rest of the match, because it's kind of just like stall worthy, but you'll see. We kind of clean up at the end of this match, and yeah, it was a fun one. It was nice to let Archaludon shine the way it did, because not a lot of people realize how tanky this thing is, man. So I think, yeah, take him down to +1, and then he's gonna go ahead and bada bing, bada boom, knock out my Malamar right here. Yep. And then all I have left now is my Hydrapple. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward from here, and you're gonna see the rest of the match. Alright, so we finish up right here with the break and swipe. Get him down to neutral on his attack, and the Fickle Beam cleans up the Gliscor. And that's the end of the match. Like always, guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said before, drop a like, a comment, and subscription. It'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and peace out.